Wild, the the big OG. You know what I'm saying? Cole
Appreciate
Johnson in the building as well.
thank you, sir.
Cole, we appreciate you gracing us also with your wonderful presence, sir, and your
Thank,
knowledge of professional wrestling.
thank you, cool. Thank you, playmaker. And it's always good to hang with my mentality brother, Wise.
Yes, you have the mentality crew up in here right now. So
Hmm.
That means it's got to get wild, y'all. And of course, it is your boy, Cool McCain. And as always, I am joined by my guy right on this side. I hope I'm pointing correctly today. I am the playmaker himself. Playmaker, what up?
Go ahead,
Y'all
Hacker.
do y'all do know what week this is, right? It's officially the week where literally every single road, whether it's from the state of Florida, the state of North Carolina, Tennessee, New York, New Jersey, even if you're out of the freaking country and you're flying over, everything is leading to one city for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And that's Philadelphia.
My second home. If y'all were not able to tell from the post that Playmaker had up earlier, I think he might be excited. I think he just might be a little hyped this week. And had
Yeah,
he
yeah.
known,
Who invaded your body, playmaker?
Look, tonight itself is already hyped, okay? Just on a wrestling note, not to mention what's going on in another sport in about 15 minutes. Just tonight is gonna be lovely. It's a great way to start the week off, and it's the beginning of a new month too. So,
it is the new.
I'm gonna say,
It's the beginning of the
Match
second quarter.
Final four that's being in the Elite Eight.
I'm just gonna say,
Mm.
go sit down, Duke. You talked all that trash. We got room on the couch right beside us on the right and left. We got a cold drink for you. You know, I even made some cheesecake. You can have a slice of that too. Just come join us.
Oh, you
Appreciate
don't
that.
sound like a bitter Tar Heel fan, bro.
Oh, yes, I do, and I'm proud of it, sir. You know, I don't care. Yolanda, what's going on, Yolanda? We got some special guests this week.
What
They
up,
will be
Yolanda?
enjoying.
Yolanda, how you
Yolanda
doing?
says, too excited.
just excited as I am.
Yep, and then she says
Oh,
Black Girl Magic.
Who put
I
that
have-
in check?
of
Who put that in the chat?
Yolanda.
Oh,
No, I was saying who put that in the group chat?
oh
Was that
you must
you?
be patting yourself on the back.
Oh, yeah, it must be patting yourself on the back. You got to be.
Black
That's
girl.
a-
We think alike. That's
I got a
see.
couple of other names
I bet
that I'm
you.
gonna drop for y'all.
I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple
Yeah.
other
But
names that I'm gonna drop for y'all when we get to that.
But let me calm down. Let me calm down.
Just for a few minutes, bro.
We do have other business that can take care of, you know, and not the
Real
one
quick.
that's
Yes,
and
yes,
not the background that's Cole Johnson, okay?
What? I did not do anything. What?
Cool McCain, go ahead and do your thing, my brother.
I didn't even mention the
Yes, sir.
background.
So
You had to say
you know-
something, playmaker.
He did. So TNA was a pretty connecting, I call it connectable show this past week. What I mean by that, not a lot of things moved around. We had the 841 match we talked about last week. And Steph DeLander ended up being the number one contender to get run over by the Juggernaut Cakes herself. So,
Not get run over.
you know, we had that happen. Not a lot. Josh Alexander came out, did some talking. Tracy Williams came out and wants the match. Of course, he lost, right? Then Eddie Edwards, one of the members of the system, had a match with Speedball Mike Bailey. Of course, the system won with the Boston Tea Party from Eddie Edwards. I mean, really, it's about all that happened. Wise, I know, like myself, you do trying to catch TNA. Is there anything else that we should be adding to the events?
Well, Mr. What he's what's the last 2 years he's been Mr. Independent Wrestling?
Oh yeah, Matt Cardona.
Yes.
Yeah. He did
King of the Indies. Yeah.
Grace. Yeah, King of the
He
Indies.
did great.
He was the
TNA.
yeah, he was a Cardona taker one time. Wow. He has a lot of like different personas he's used since he's being independent, but we'll just go with Matt Cardona. And he did grace TNA with his presence as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for the sake of move along, right? Because got a lot to get to when we get to the main topic today.
Yeah,
TNA, I care about TNA.
We could move on. There ain't much.
Yeah, I care about TNA. I like AEW, but this week, yeah.
All roads lead to WrestleMania, man.
All roads.
All right, so
gentlemen,
my AEW fans.
Before you get to AEW, let's go ahead and take the first break.
Oh Lord.
So we can have more time where we need it.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Monday at 3:05 p.m. Eastern, 2:05 p.m. Central. Exclusively on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
All right, good people. Of course, extended commercial break because we're trying to make sure we got a lot of time at the end. All right, so Playmaker, before I break, I know you had a couple of words to say about AEW.
It pains me to say this. It pains me to say this. But I have, those of you who know me, y'all know I tell the truth though regardless. It pains me to say this. Mercedes Moné has not moved the needle for AEW.
No.
You really thought she was? No, seriously, did you really thought that was something? Did you really think she was gonna what? How much? She's not no Charlotte Flair.
I don't even think Charlotte can move the needle in AEW.
Charlotte could.
I think Becky can move the needle in AEW.
Becky could. Jade did.
Sasha is great. I love her. I mean, Mercedes. My apologies, Mercedes. But she's oh man, he should have came back.
Personality wise, she's mid.
She should have came back home. She should have came back home. I understand she got offered more money, but it was in her best interest to really come back home, and she really wanted to make an impact. She's not doing anything at AEW. First of all, AEW don't even know how to use the talents they have now anyway. You have a Thunder Rosa on the thing. You have talent there, but you're not using it properly. And but this has been the story with AEW since Cody left. You're no longer giving shine to the young talent that's what you was gonna build AEW on. That we was not gonna get regular same old wrestling. But all you're doing is now Edge is TNT champion.
Fighting, Matt that y'all just spoke about out of nowhere.
Matt Cardona, yes, Matt Cardona showed up. But you're not doing anything special.
Because they're not winning.
Your tag team division, you have FTR. To me, one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
I will say this.
Oh,
I like the tournament that they're doing in AEW. Because we did get, it was by accident, I would say, but we did get a Top Flight to get a dub. And then the infantry was, they got at least a chance to showcase themselves in 2 matches. So I'll say I at least like what they're doing with this tag team tournament that they're doing. But the thing is, if it feels like if it's not a tournament or some kind of spectacle multi-match thing, if it's just a regular one-on-one match, I mean, I guess when you sniffing as much powder as he is, you just can't figure it out.
That's my only thing.
CM Punk ain't on the roster no more. Oh Lord!
The need is not moving in AEW. That's all I had to say.
Why don't you bring back Jungle Boy? Oh, he must be Jack Perry now. Oh, forget him.
They need MJF real bad right now.
Yeah, that's the person they really do need.
They need MJF
in the worst way.
And then every time they start building Sammy Guevara, he does something to get suspended.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's a guy they really want to push, but he can't stay out of trouble long enough to get pushed.
Right.
Warlow, it seems like they just keep pushing Warlow back into.
What is the purpose of having Wardlow, bro? Let that man go. Free Wardlow.
And people had the audacity to argue me up, down, and sideways about when the Undisputed Kingdom, and I really do not like the name of that faction, but that's another story for another time. I digress.
Because they're trying to relive off NXT glory.
I agree, but in the introductory promo that Adam Cole cut, people were saying, well, I was saying, all right, so Adam Cole cut a normal heel introductory promo saying that, yeah, everyone's going to have the gold, and the big gold's going to come to him. And some idiot had the nerve to opine, quote, I believe he actually said Wardlow's going to win it, close quote. I said, oh, you forget, ... He said, and he's going to hand the gold to me. So basically, he's a patsy like he was at Pinnacle. Get out of here. And so he finally wins his shot against Samoa Joe, and he jobs at Samoa Joe yet again. And now he goes back down the pile to Nothingville until they decide they want to have him powerbomb 5 times an enhancement talent.
Free Wardlow.
Let's go to the chat.
What? Did I say something wrong, Playmaker?
Go to the chat. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to the chat.
Oh, okay.
He didn't say anything about you being wrong, sir.
I know.
So Yolanda says, y'all need to put me on. Yolanda, talk to your brother. We can make something happen.
All right.
All right. Damien says Matt
Yeah, it's
Cardona
true.
doing more in indies than Chelsea Green is in WWE. I don't know. Chelsea Green's being very annoying in WWE.
Very annoying out of
annoying.
She's getting plenty of TV time.
But,
She
but
is.
the best thing about
all outdoors.
the best thing about Chelsea Green is the announcement from Samantha Irvin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the best thing about Chelsea Green
She still
is some of her uniforms. It's the best thing about Chelsea.
Oh no, she's cute.
No,
but the best thing about her is Samantha Irvin announcing
the
her.
best thing about Chelsea Green is Adam Pearce saying after she leaves he needs a drink.
It's funny. Listen,
No.
she's
Chelsea Green is the best thing about that chick.
Listen, she's getting the airtime. They continuously getting her airplay, so she must be
doing something right. I agree with you, Wise. She must be doing something right.
It's annoying, but it works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damien says, "Oh, go ahead, Wise."
No, and that's what
you want.
That's all Hunter, man, and what he's got going.
Yeah.
Sean is doing magnificent work at NXT, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's just, and the way they're preparing them. So everybody wants to talk about, the WWE not signing all these free agents.
They don't need to.
Why? When they're just producing the talent themselves.
Right. They got enough talent as it is. They don't need to bring in free agents. So what did they get Okada? Okay. So what did they get Will Ospreay? Okay.
Can't get everybody.
Yeah.
But they have relationships with higher ups in AEW anyway, so it makes sense that they would go there.
Right.
Yeah.
100. Wow. Cool.
But then you get Braun Breaker coming up to the main roster.
Right.
You got Carmelo Hayes coming up into the main roster.
You had Twick Williams probably coming to the main roster next year. Yeah.
You got Ilya. You got Dragunov. They're preparing Dragunov to come up to fix Gunther soon because I'm waiting for that match.
Probably dethrone him. Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for that match.
And oh, by the way, you got on the women's side Tiffany Stratton, who's kicking butt in SmackDown right now.
All right, hold on, y'all. We're gonna have time for.
I'm sorry. Meanwhile, back at AEW.
Oh no, we're not even going back there. Yeah, there's already been enough nose candy sniffing for tonight. We're just gonna go through the comments real quick.
Is that on Cole Healthy? He ain't.
We're gonna get to the main event.
Oh Lord. Put some on. Let's go back to Chicago. Do another show for 200 times this year. Yeah, man, it's so good. Lord,
this is what I've been trying to warn y'all when it comes to Coach Johnson. Y'all just started now.
What?
I mean, it's a nose powder candy special anyway. I mean, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Anytime a man, that's all I'm gonna say. Anytime a man sit there and do a whole promo and do this the whole time, ladies and gentlemen, just want to let you know we're gonna have a new championship belt, and his eyes are zooted and he don't never blink. Something's wrong.
Oh my god,
that is not normal.
Ain't slept in 48 hours.
All right, look, hurry
on TV.
Let's get through these comments.
All right. So Damien says Mercedes should have stayed doing movies and TV shows.
Wow. She got bored doing them. She couldn't do just that.
And then Yolanda says, laugh out loud.
She's laughing at Cole.
Yes, she is. Damien says Steen needs to come back from retirement. Laugh out loud. Steen can't even probably fight no more.
You do not want to have a 65-year-old wrestle.
Steen is one move away. One move away. We don't want that move to happen.
You're gonna clown him like people clown Ric Flair for doing the stuff he did recently. No, let him enjoy retirement.
And Invader T, Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen in that one, but I ain't gonna say it now though.
Undisputed Kingdom isn't as dumb as the Pride. Just saying, laugh out loud.
Okay, all right, Damien.
The name Pride be officially used.
Right.
We've heard Undisputed Kingdom be officially used for a long time, and it is dumb.
Yes. And the theme song is worse. Oh my gosh. The name is better than theme song. The theme song, oh Lord. You might as well play the Toys R Us theme. Goodness gracious.
It's like they was trying to do a Halloween scary theme.
Right.
Put some cotton candy in with it, and it just
Right.
the way it came.
Undisputed Kingdom. Get that crap off the TV set. Lord.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can clearly say that Cole does not like the Undisputed Kingdom theme song. I think that's been made clear.
Technically, he don't like nothing as Undisputed Kingdom. Okay.
The thing is, I actually like the talent. I actually like the talent. What they're doing with him is horrible. Oh my gosh, it's horrible.
It is. All right, Damon says the only best thing about Chelsea Green is the different tag teams she has caused. Her tag partners keep getting injured. Laugh out loud.
Hey, she's won 2 belts with him, so.
Damon says, "Well, this stream not getting monetized." Hey, Nose Candy Anonymous might want to give us some bread. You never know.
No comment.
John Maxwell ain't available to get a championship again. Who wants? He wants to do them BS, them BS Terry Funk type matches. Okay, well, forget it.
Not Terry Funk matches. Oh no. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our second commercial break here. We try to front load them as much as possible, so we only got to chop up our WWE Road to WrestleMania talk like one time. So let's get this. Make sure you share this so we can get about 30 people in here real quick, because it's gonna be fun. Trust me.
Oh yes, it is.
And then when we come back, we're gonna give you the announcement for this weekend.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Shout out to anybody who's watching on Real Wise TV, because I'm streaming.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely. Make sure you also follow a Real Play Callers on YouTube. And Real Play Callers people, make sure y'all follow Wise TV, Columbia Media, all that.
Yes, sir.
This is Grant, and you're watching Shady Sports Network. Tune in, hit that like button.
You might wonder, what do these guys do? Player signing announcements. I never in a million years thought you would actually come on to break this news. So without further ado, go ahead and tell everybody what happened today.
Yeah, man. I just had to work out with the Cincinnati Bengals. Signing me right out.
Without further ado, I'd like to announce that, I'll be taking my talents to Salina Liberty.
This just in, the Major League of Football is reportedly collapsing, unable to pay hotel room bills, with players being kicked out of their rooms and hotel managers asking them to leave voluntarily without issue.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
the women's college game,
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
the WNBA,
AJ Wilson, Brianna Stewart 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmaker's blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts.
everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids from the Block, New Edition,
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now,
now I know
now what we need to get to.
Before you go, I noticed something. I know something about Cole Johnson. If anything stupid about the Cowboys that happen on social media, he's gonna find it and use it to his advantage. Anything that has to do with Boston and Wise, he's gonna use it. And anytime that I have to go get on the Clippers, he's gonna use it.
Well, okay. Well, in your case, Playmaker, I have to appease the 10 Clippers fans to make sure that they follow you.
You understand the Clippers fan.
He said 10. He didn't give him 15. He said 10.
This is what I noticed. This is what I noticed.
Rails. Before we get off the rails, because I could feel it coming. Before we get off the rails, playmaker.
I just wanted to point that out.
This is what you've been waiting for.
I just wanted to point that out.
You know what I'm saying? This is what you've been waiting for.
But yeah, we here.
Now,
last week, Monday Night Raw. I'm just gonna throw a couple of things out there because first thing I'm gonna throw out there is the heated exchange and the fisticuffs between Mommy and the man. Y'all know how I like to roll. I like to get my brothers involved in talking to this. So I'm gonna start off with Cole Johnson. Mommy and the man throwing fisticuffs finally.
I actually have to say that I think they've actually done the lead up to this match pretty well. I actually like the fact they decided not to have them touch per se until last week. I'm like, okay, so we know that we knew they were going to go at it mid-February, well, late February. So they decided to have Becky try to prove herself, and Rhea taking the, okay, well, if you're going to battle yourself, I'm not going to add any further embarrassment. I'm just going to laugh at your expense as you just beat yourself senseless against Nia Jax and Liv Morgan. I'm just going to love it. But I did love the fact that last week they decided to come to blows. And it was well done, for the exception of, if you're going to make Becky the underdog in this, you can't make her the aggressor. You know, and in that exchange, it seemed like she was the aggressor, although people love the fact that Dom got chin checked. But I'm like, I thought Rhea was the heel. Let her be the aggressor. But I'm like, okay, no problem. I'll suspend all belief. And like, okay, cool. It's just two women who have a grudge at each other and they go at it. Cool. So I sort of like it. I do like it.
Sir Wise.
Anytime you get to see two of the best talents in men and women's side, like Rhea Ripley, hands down, is the hottest thing in the industry. Mommy is on fire. What can we say about Becky Lynch? She's self-made. He's sort of like what Steve Austin was as far as he is self-made. She's come up with taglines, and you're like, where the hell she come with? Like, yeah, she took the man from Ric Flair, but what other woman can you see using that?
Here we go.
Shut up, fat boy. Longest line, Otis ride. Jump on it. Woo! My shoes cost more than your house. Oh, sorry, my bad.
So yeah, see what I have to deal with when I do mentality.
I just want to slide this in. It seems like a good moment. And Vader T says, "Mommy is retaining."
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I think Becky's going to pay the pass the torch tax next this weekend.
All I want everybody to remember is Mommy is always on top.
Yeah.
And
Although
in the words of Mommy, the woman is normally behind the man, but I'm gonna be standing beside, not beside, in front of the man.
Although Wise, I do admit the line that Becky hit Rhea with in the in Las Vegas press conference, that Mommy's gonna realize what it's like to be a bottom. That was a hot line.
Yeah, it was.
That whole like the man thing and the way she plays off that is really good. That is the moment. My good man, that's the moment that I realized the man and Mommy were gonna be fighting for that championship. I didn't need they didn't need nothing else. That already told you what was gonna happen right there.
Same. And they teased it about the month prior. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Damien says this has been the best storyline since Lita and Trish. There's gonna be some other good storylines coming in the next few years, though. Some real good storylines coming in the next few years.
There'll be a lot of black girl magic.
You got one more comment.
There's gonna be a lot of black girl magic.
We got one more comment. Go ahead and get that comment.
I'm gonna let you read that one, Playmaker. Go ahead.
I've been wrestling for like a year now. I see Becky versus Rhea. Becky's definitely gonna have her shine, but Mommy on top.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There it is. There it is.
Before I get to the next part, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Night 1 preview. Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Night 1 recap. Night 2 preview. And then whenever WrestleMania Night 2 finishes off, we'll be right back to recap Night 2.
Let's go. So you're gonna get us like 3 more times this week. So understanding that next Monday, you're not gonna get us.
And in probably future episodes, you will get behind the scene look at a trip to Raw after WrestleMania. We might have some Monarchs of Wrestling behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
So let's just let them know. Two of your people's here is going to be at the Raw after WrestleMania.
Any girls 28 to 48 can go to the Marriott in Philadelphia. You're gonna tear it down.
Woo! Cold flare.
Woo!
Calm it down. Now we got to get serious. I'm gonna start with my co-host here because y'all know
what up, Rob.
What's up, Rob? Y'all know what he wants at Night 2 of WrestleMania. But we have to talk about this because that man, by the name of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, to one hellation's beating.
Look at your boy
on Monday Night Raw by the final boss.
Look at your boy,
The Rock.
He did.
I thought he had that on loop. He kept saying it. I'm like, good Lord, man, say something else. But that was a beating.
Outside of Mr. David LaGreca, you are probably in the passenger seat of driving the Cody bus. Your boy took a beating.
D Willie right there with me too.
Well, D Willie too. But your boy took a good old fashioned beating last week.
Yep.
Good. But he needed to. He needed to take that beating.
He had to take the beating because remember, Cody's the politician, as Roman Reigns said. I think that's a great way to put it. So he got out of character when he came out with his dark suit on. He was cursing and wilding out. Yep. So this is like you trying to come at the final boss, talking about am I in charge? Is Roman Reigns in charge? And I'm a crybaby B behind the scenes and all that. I'm gonna give you this work. And I want to point out, I said last week that The Rock would be on Raw. Y'all said no next week, and I was like, The Rock will be on Raw 2 weeks. Remember that? I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my bones.
And by the way, hold on, whoever did that camera shot when The Rock came out, bruh, you gave the feeling of The Rock as the final boss. That camera shot was perfect.
I can't front, right? When The Rock's music come on, bruh, he come out, he be like, I bite you. Fire. It's hot.
I want to get my man in there because this boy took a beating. He took a real good fat old fashioned.
You got to take that L. Had to. You at that point right before WrestleMania, because if you don't take the L, there's no way you're gonna win. If you don't get the beat down, there's no possible way you're gonna win. We understand how this goes. Yeah. You got the guy that's running around talking about I'm all your bosses, cussing everybody out, doing all kind of things. He's not gonna give you a beat down. You got the whole bloodline there. It's only like 3 of y'all cats. Then you see Paul Heyman back there talking to Drew McIntyre. He just snuck Drew McIntyre in for one night to take out Seth Rollins. So you had all them cats just against Jay and Cody. It was a great plan.
It was.
I know they want to give Roman Reigns off-camera credit for that, but that wasn't Roman Reigns.
Heck no.
Roman Reigns don't even watch Raw. He don't even know what happens on Raw. That man don't care about Raw. 58 title defenses in his whole time he's been champion. 58. There's people that's a champion half a year that have like 40. Just want to point that out.
That dude's in the mirror rehearsing. Acknowledge me.
Hey, it works.
He's been doing that for 3.5 years.
And he's been selling out.
Look, I ain't hating on it. I ain't hating on it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on Raw. He's gonna be on Raw tonight. And guess what? Raw is sold out.
I'm looking at this like, man, he working a part-time schedule and he is killing it. He is making this money.
He is.
I'm not.
He's making a hand of a fist with a part-time job.
I'm not hating.
I can't hate on that.
I ain't hating on that at all.
I'm trying to get there.
How many matches that he's actually? How many championship matches this man had? I'm just saying we have to make sure that we keep that in.
But you're right.
In the discussion.
Yeah, you're right. If
I could do the same thing, I would. Let's be clear.
You're right.
If I do the same thing, I would. I'm not saying I
you're
would.
right. No, but you're right. You're right. San Martino, Hogan, and Backlund has probably had more title defenses in like a 2-month span than Reigns has had in his 3.5 year reign. I agree with you there. Yeah.
But it's a different time now, because back then you had to rely on house show money, right? You had to, like, it wasn't like there was TV shows, so you had to rely on that house show money. But now with this digital age, your money is from broadcasting rights.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point because
the last time they changed
done for like 3 months
without on TV.
He showed back up for like a month.
That didn't help.
For 3 months.
But that's a good point. Shows. But that's a good point that you do race wise, because the mark of champion back in the WWF days was, did you set out Madison Square Garden, and they would have at least one if not 2 shows a month there. Yeah. So yeah, that was a barometer there with the champion. Now it's like what you just said. It's how does he drive the needle every place, not just in the ring.
Now, those are the main two things I want. That's the main 2 things I want to get out of Raw, because those are the main 2 things that I really took notice in Raw.
Zoom in on me, cameraman.
SmackDown.
So right before you do that, Playmaker, let me go ahead and throw up Damien's comment here. Damien says, y'all might as well do a watch along stream this weekend if y'all doing multiple streams. Now we're not gonna do that, right? Because
somebody is gonna be somewhere.
Well, if we do that, the problem is this: if we do that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get our original unfiltered comments, and we do want to monetize the channel, and I will ruin that if we do a watch along. I'm gonna go put it on me. So that's why we're not doing a watch along.
No, I will ruin it.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Wise, you got a comment by Rob on that, sir.
Oh yeah, Wise an AM comment, bro.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Damien says, whoever was behind the camera when Rock was whispering in Cody's ear, you should get fired. You got me rewatching Squid and doing lip reading. Bro, I was trying to read his lips when he walked up.
I want to know what the hell he said.
Yeah, and I was like,
that
what?
was
like, yeah,
that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
You told when he first came out, yeah.
When he came to the ring, I love how Rock addressed it in the midst of the beatdown, and did a heel thing and just insulted all of Chicago. I was like, that was just brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
You write the blood on the belt. That was funny.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back.
Then when the camera stopped rolling, he whipped the Cody with the belt. Well, go ahead, Playmaker.
You know what? Speaking of Chicago, I would throw one more.
There's
thing.
There's one thing.
Speaking of Chicago,
can we do another show in Chicago? Yeah. Let's go into 2 weeks.
Company, man.
Trump returned, and then we had like a little triangle. This is what see when you have Cody Johnson join this program.
Hey, Playmaker, you gotta call it what it is. It's a 3-way.
I said triangle.
No, I mean, but you gotta call it what it is. It's a 3-way.
A 3-way promo battle between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre.
That was hot. And I heard that all they did was just give them like maybe one line to say, and they just said all three of them, go for it. I loved it.
Yeah. We got Drew Sink with the commentary team.
Yeah.
Pulling his kilt down.
Yeah. Yeah, pulling his kilt down, right.
You got Seth coming like Seth only can come.
Right.
And you have the best at the mic.
Who owns Chicago?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah. Everyone else's arms is too short to slap box with God. That's what the man said.
Dang. I was like, woo, he was the Rock Smoke Steel. I'm like, woo, man. All right.
He tore into a lot of people with one-liners real quick.
Yeah.
That's why he is one of the best.
He said he realized 11 years ago his arms too short to box with God. I'm like, no, you didn't, Punk. Like, oh man.
Shot one in on Cody, on Roman, everybody. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, everybody getting slugs. Yeah, I agree with you, Wise, man. Punk is if he, at worst, one of the best. I think right now he is the best on the mic. All you do is just have him on the mic and say, just go out there. You got 10 minutes. You can say whatever you want. I mean, he's that good. He's that good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so clearly CM Punk is head and shoulders above Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre on the mic. But the other two fellas, they did not fail. They did pretty good themselves too.
Oh, they held their own. They held their own. I mean, the line with Drew McIntyre. You're straight edge. You don't smoke. You don't drink, but you're always in rehab all the time.
That was a good line.
And again, you could feel that there's no love lost between any of them.
Yeah, they hate. Well, I don't know if McIntyre hates Rollins and vice versa. They may.
They might be in the show, but they really do have a disdain. They really do have a disdain for Punk.
Both of them hate Punk, and I think both of them hate Punk outside of character. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. Oh, no question.
Yeah, it was that. But I think
I
think it's changing because since CM Punk returned, he been no problem.
But
he's been perfect.
He was there but a month before he got hurt. Oh, Brittle Field.
Well, yeah, the only thing he did was a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he ain't been there but a month.
He appeared at the end of Survivor Series, and he did the Royal Rumble and got injured there. Yeah.
He will be back soon. 3 months. He will be back soon. He'll be back.
He will
probably after SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's about right. I think the month after SummerSlam is when he's due to return.
All right.
I want to say the best line of all, though, that we cannot move forward without repeating.
Okay.
CM Punk said, "I am going to sit over at that desk, and I'm going to do something that neither one of you is be able to do, and that's make you seem exciting and relevant for your match." I was like, "Oh, thank you, CM Punk. Preach, my brother." As a matter of fact, this is for you, CM Punk.
He got down.
He did.
This is for you, CM Punk. This right here is especially for you, CM Punk, for saying,
"Oh, my brother, testify."
And on that note, I think we can take one last quick break here because when we dive into SmackDown, oh my goodness, my man Cool McCain is going to take a victory lap. Cool McCain, I'm just telling you, we're taking a break because Cool McCain is taking a victory lap.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, "I can beat up black people."
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline Live. every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Poppy J.
You got the option to cry for the government. You got the option to protest. You got the option to keep buying. But this is also an option.
Wise El Jefe.
We're the first tech geeks. We're the first gamers. We're the first everything. Everything. Like Gen X's, we are the ones.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe. Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. We are now in the SmackDown and WrestleMania setup zone. So, Playmaker, you might want to take over right here.
You now about to witness the strength of cake knowledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, so we knew going into SmackDown that the storm was coming. It was announced the previous week the storm was coming. Officially a member of SmackDown. And then you started thinking, okay, what's it going to be like to see Jade Cargill on an actual brand now? What's the first order of business? Some say that they did a little AEW shot by having Jade Cargill come out there and do something the same thing as Mercedes Moné did on her debut at AEW.
That's not true.
I said something. Okay, I said something. I ain't say all.
I'm just letting those people know that is a falsehood, an untruth, and then it's hogwash as well.
Oh, Jade Cargill returned to the ring again. Uh-oh, she was for the other brand. Screw her.
Nevertheless, that woman is built out of chisel.
This woman has had her name upgraded in my mind. That is not our case anymore. That is Thunder Case. Okay.
You will get no argument out of me about that.
Exquisite.
That woman is built like I have never seen a woman built.
She is built cake tough, baby. She's built cake. She's built cake tough. Baby.
Good the way she's built.
She's built cake tough. That's what she's built.
But she was not done, apparently, because in this type of world we're living in, when women are starting to take the spotlight from the men, being carried behind this here. The women main event SmackDown. You had Bianca Belair and Naomi. They want to get their payback on Damage Control, without Io Sky hanging around. By the way, Bayley
took her out.
Yeah.
That's how you get your pound of flesh back, Cody. You don't wait 2 weeks.
So listen. So that's the difference between AEW and WWE. You actually put together programming that is really good as far as the women go.
And layered.
Cakes beyond cakes beyond cakes. But anyway.
Wow.
But besides that, but you still have, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing in that ring. Like you have the Kabuki Warriors, you have Bianca Belair, you have Naomi and Cakes for days. Jade Cargill.
Tony Storm. The rest of that roster don't matter. Tony Storm, get her with a match. Don't matter who. I'm sorry, my bad.
Don't forget Queen Aminata.
Crazy like this. Anyway, now for my man Cool to take his victory out, because when we knew what was coming, it's Damage Control. The numbers game is always in their advantage. So at some point, it's just gonna be too much.
A storm was coming.
Dakota Kai and Asuka and Kairi Sane. Just too much for Naomi and Bianca. Even though Bianca did what she's supposed to have done and smash Dakota Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's just too much, and it's like the fans were chanting Bailey because they saw Bailey beat the brakes off Io for once.
That was beautifully done. That was beautiful.
And then what happened was you didn't get Bailey.
You did not get Bailey, and this is where my man Kuma Kane can take his victory lap because he called this.
You got the game changer. You got the game changer
out there, looking like $1 million, $1,005,000. Matter of fact, coming to the ring very slowly, like a predator about to eat their prey. Gets in the ring, handles business. And for those of you who have never seen her pin somebody, she gave you a sneak preview.
Gave you a preview, yeah.
And I must say, that was sexy. That was sexy. That was sexy. When she did that, because she did that at AEW too, when she did that lick, I was like, put me go drink water.
I'm like, man, I was like, man, I would love for your hand to be my magic stick, but I'm sorry. It's a PG show. My bad.
We all have been fans of Oscar, and we see him. And the way she just took Oscar out with one kick. This is Oscar we're talking about here. One kick. Oscar was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dakota Kai with the pop-up power bomb.
Oh, she power bombed it. Oh my gosh.
That jaded boy.
I was like, man. Karen almost wish he could do a pop-up power bomb like that. Like, goodness gracious.
That was with some force.
Yes. I fell for Dakota. I was like, oh, God, you hit that man hard.
Then Kyrie got the jaded. I'm like, oh, Kyrie, why they do you like that?
Yeah, but I was like, why did Kyrie have to get the jaded?
Yeah,
I'm like,
why the little one got to get the jaded? That ain't even right. You could have blew her away. You ain't had to do all that.
Now I get that. To me, out of all of them, Kyrie is probably the best seller of them all. But I was like, wow, she didn't deserve that though.
You didn't have to do much selling when you get jaded though. I'm just saying. You don't. There's not a lot of selling.
Exactly.
You fall on your face.
No.
You on your back, and that's what it is.
Right.
Jaded. Love it, and I love that she kept the name.
I'm glad she kept jaded too.
And then you have Naomi, Jade in the middle, and Bianca. And by the way, we was talking about the Zeke on Jade, Bianca. Good gracious.
Bianca got a 12-pack. And she's still packing. That's at least double layer frosted cakes.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yes, sir.
And then
let's break out the cakes again.
And when you talk about Trinity Fatu, Naomi, you see that second cake, the triple layer one? The third one, the triple layer one with the
she always had cakes.
Frosted all around?
She's always had cakes. Oh yeah, always.
Frosted with the extra stuff on top. That's Naomi cakes.
Mm-hmm.
You have three of them in the ring together. It's like, who is beating that? You're not beating that.
Yeah, there's no way you can beat that.
That is. So one of the names that I'd like to give, right, is those are triple caramel yam cakes. That's one of the names.
Triple caramel yam. Oh man, yam cakes, nice.
Yeah. So I'm mixing yams and cakes.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm getting them both together.
Oh Lord, no.
Can I get the yams? Sweet yams, show me the way, cause I got bills to pay.
And I already talked about before. We always got caked up and caked out. That was always there as an option. So just want to throw that out there too. Because I've been thinking of names for months because I knew this was going to happen.
I'm just simply gonna say Black Girl Magic. That's it.
Black Girl Magic I like, but for me, what about Black Cake Magic? I could rock with that. I'm just saying. We cannot have this collection of cakes and not have cake in whatever name you gonna put out there. That is just wrong.
There you go, Wise. Chocolate Thunder Cakes.
I did that too.
Have them rain on down those 2 Asian women in Dakota.
Even Damien
Just great chocolate.
Y'all don't got Damien involved. How did this happen?
Hey, the cakes is infectious. I be telling you, the cakes is infectious, bro.
Just great chocolate.
Real quick. Yes, sir. Damien says Punk versus Roman going to be interesting promo wise, as long as Paul Heyman gonna help out. Because if you put Roman up against Punk,
game over.
Beheaded. Damon says CM Punk's comments about his arm being broke, but his mouth works was funny. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, just ask April.
Pretty much. Jay Storm looks way better than the Storm in X-Men reboot.
Always. Jay Cug, your clown Solidarity. Yes. 1-200. 1-200.
She need to be Storm. She need to be Storm. Period.
She definitely needs to be Storm. Oh my gosh.
Yolanda says they're going to beat the Asians Cruise. Yes. I agree.
Yolanda.
She says jaded as well. Ooh. Okay, Damien. Jay, Naomi, and Bianca equals pound cakes. So I would like to make one alteration. Can we make it chocolate pound cakes?
There we go. Chocolate pound cakes. Oh yeah.
That might be the one, Damien. That might be the one.
I think that is the one. Chocolate pound cakes.
Yolanda says this game is good. By the way, you're wrong, Yolanda. I ain't mad at you, but you're wrong for that.
Chocolate pound cake.
Had to get the main thing out of the way, man, because I got these 3 on here, so I already knew what was coming. So I just had to get that out the way.
But you're right, Playmaker. Keep the main thing the main thing.
I am not going down that rabbit hole.
Chocolate pound cake.
I am not going down that rabbit hole. Now we got the main thing out the way. So
you know what? We know what would have been even better though.
What?
The Bailey frosted on top of it.
Bailey,
chocolate pound cakes.
What do you want?
Just imagine all that cake in one.
Chocolate pound cakes. Chocolate pound cake served in the Bailey Bakery. Oh yeah.
Now that we got one of Cool's favorite moments out the way, we're gonna go to
that was
another
definitely one of my favorite moments. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't.
We're gonna go to another favorite moment of Cool.
There's bottoms. I gotta affect the WWE. You get bottoms. Okay.
So we had AJ Styles come out. In typical heel fashion, AJ Styles clowning LA Knight, talking about he ain't there because Nick Aldis asked him not to come, and all this other stuff. We had a guy run through the crowd, jump on the barricade, trying to act like he's LA Knight, but wasn't. Said foreshadowing. AJ Styles said he could be a cameraman, and the cameraman that was in the ring was not LA Knight, but foreshadowing. And before you knew it, still talking his trash. Slowly comes off the hat. Slowly comes off the glasses. Slowly comes off the wig. And next thing you know, guess who's standing behind AJ Styles?
And AJ. And AJ Styles freezes when he sees the Titantron.
LA Knight standing right behind him. And all hell's about to break loose, but AJ does the heelish thing and scurries away.
As a heel should.
LA Knight cuts his promo.
I should.
LA Knight cuts his promo. Let it be known, he's ready for WrestleMania. So that matchup is getting hotter than heated with one more SmackDown to go.
Yep.
Oh man, whoever is the producer of this arc, well done, because I really wasn't looking forward to those two going at it. I really wasn't looking forward to the two of them going at it because Cool, you and Playmaker were talking about this as far back as December. And I was like, oh gosh, they're actually going to pair those two over WrestleMania. I'm like, I really don't want to see these two go at it. But they've actually done pretty well, and the angles worked for the both of them. I love it. Actually, I love it. And now I'm anticipating that matchup.
There's one match I'm still not anticipating though.
Jimmy versus Jay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Garbage.
We wouldn't even focus on. Actually,
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm going to take this off the rails. They can bring every single Fatu family member to the ring. They can screw Jay all up, down, and sideways. It could be 8-on-1. Rikishi could come back and screw Jay. It would suck. I'm sorry. Continue.
I don't even know who's more mad at Cool or Cole about this matchup.
They didn't build Jimmy properly. It's like the dude is a joke.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
If you're going to put one on one show and one on the other, build them similarly. You know, but no. Jimmy is a freaking he's a freaking joker.
He's a lackey. Let's just put it what it is.
You know what the problem is though?
He's a sidekicks, and Jay is the main event. Jay Uso.
You know what the problem is though?
He's a sidekick. He's a yes man. He's a.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jay is not cream.
And he hit me with Macho Man.
And
knowing that when you use Macho Man, I have no rebuttal to that.
And Cool, beautifully done, sir. 100.
How can you rebuttal the Macho Man?
You can't. Beautiful job, Cool. Beautiful job. That is what's upset me about this matchup. And the thing is, I know the twins have been looking forward to this. They probably have marked this on their calendar ever since they were knee high to a grasshopper. But I'm like, who would care to see these two go at it now?
Give us a better payoff than this. Like make it.
I think it's 50. I think it's 50-50 because there's a lot of people looking forward to this.
Oh, good Lord.
They've been hanging out with Tony Khan in the special room.
And there's about the same amount of people who share Cool and Cole's view. It's like
an upper mid Carter versus a joke. Oh Lord. Okay.
It's because they're brothers and everybody knows this is what they wanted. So they are happy that they getting their WrestleMania moment.
They had their WrestleMania moment last year.
But that's the point. They're getting a WrestleMania moment. But should this match be a WrestleMania moment? It hasn't been built to be a WrestleMania moment.
No.
This should be a Friday night SmackDown match before WrestleMania.
That's what. Thank you, Cole. Yes, that is appropriate. Or if they did it, or if they did it like in the LA 80s, early 90s, a Saturday night main event match.
This should be on NXT.
And then Trick Williams run to the ring and just have Jimmy realize, oh, so as a singles competitor, I'm supposed to have that. Just thoroughly embarrass that fool. Red Octagon sign. Stop.
Well, speaking of matches, because they did added another match. And Wise, I'm coming to you because we getting part 2 of the Mysterio fight, but instead of a singles match, we're getting a tag team match. Dominic and Santos on one side, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee on the other side, good sir.
This whole LWO and Legado Fantasma is just, it's boring to me. I don't care. They're not using Carlito the way I felt that they should be using him. I don't like him as a face. I hate Carlito as a face. He is always the best when he is a heel spitting in people's face
with apples.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, Wise, this is what you want right here. Right? This is what you're saying.
Hit him with a cool.
This is what you want right here.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
That's what I want.
That's what I want too, sir. That's what I want too.
Here's the only problem with that. Here's the only problem with that match.
Turn him at WrestleMania. Turn Carlito.
Here's the only problem, and I hate to really say it this way. The only person I really care about in that match is Dom. Even if they turn Carlito heel, I don't give a crap about him. I barely give a crap about Dragon Lee, and I respect Ray, but the dude is as old as Wise and I are. No, he's pushing 50 his doggone self. No, the only person I care about is Dom. He should go over. He should go over strong. And if they don't do anything but that, the match is a waste.
He didn't even mention Santos. Dang.
I like Santos.
The thing is, Wise is right. LWO has been a disaster, and I feel for Zelina Vega, and the Color de Fantasma. I'm like, you got some talent there, but it's like, who gives a crap about all four of them?
Listen, free Selena.
Escobar.
Free Selena. She needs to go back to Andrade.
Yes. Yes, that is a must. They
sure
them two again together.
Selena
Yes.
is on my television set every week.
Oh, I love Selena, but she's being
Selena.
The LWO, you put her on the GLOW, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that Zelina Vega is on my TV screen every week, and I am happy.
And I agree with you, but you need to pair her with Andrade.
Unfortunately,
Andrade get ready.
Unfortunately, we got a chance to see. Unfortunately, we got the chance to see Zelina in the right way. If you're gonna have LWO and Legado de Fantasma in the ring barking with each other, yes, have Zelina be the closest to the camera. They had that correct, and I still crap on all of them. It's just sad. The only person I care about is Dom, and he's not in either of those groups. That is indicative of how bad both those groups have been promoted and how they have been going.
Well, they've only had beef with each other. I think that's the problem. The problem is you should have had them both go out separately and, like, you know what I'm saying, have their own things and then bring them back once they were established. It's like they tried to use them to establish each other, and it failed miserably.
They failed when they converted Santos babyface and put him at LWO. Legado of Fantasma was amazing in NXT.
They were beautiful in NXT.
Heels. They were great heels. But you're trying to build them up like the next Rey Mysterio. You should have just continued with the Santo Escobar. Build up. He was having some phenomenal matches at NXT.
But I think
he's amazing in the ring.
Zima Ion, I mean, not Zima Ion, but you know what I'm talking about. Joaquin Wow. I think he never hit me as a heel, right? So I think that tag team being LWO makes sense because I think they're more likable, him and Cruz del Toro, as good guys, right?
That is a good move there.
I agree with having Humberto and Angel with Legado.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
for sure. Right. But the funniest Dom again, he says when he talks about because Wild is Filipino, so when he goes, oh, you have the only non-Hispanic, or the only non-Latino on the LWO, like, and he made a point. It was true.
You know what I'd like to see if you want to make this interesting. So Don went into business for himself and went out there with Legado del Fantasma, right? He went in business himself and did that. So what if Don gets kicked out of the Judgment Day and ends up in the Legado del Fantasma? That would be a good move. Because Don doesn't really have a place anymore in Judgment Day besides being Mommy's lackey. And Mommy doesn't even really need a lackey anymore.
No. And Mommy doesn't even need a group anymore. She could be by herself, face or heel. She could be by herself, and Don could be by himself. Yeah,
but I like to see him in Legado del
No,
Fantasma because of the hate between him and his dad. That storyline would make sense. Put him against Ray and let them go at it then. And that gives me something to be a little bit more interested in, and that gives me something to boo at the TV at every week too. Because I do boo Dom on TV. I don't care if they can't hear me.
the only problem is I'm thinking Ray is about to go peace very soon, maybe as soon as this weekend. And if that's the case,
You think so? I think he'll stick around for another year.
I want him to stick around for another year. But
I think it's about all we get, though. I think he'll stick around for at least 6 months. It'll be worth it to do it for 6 months. Because, facts is that people don't care about, they die out pretty fast. And the guy does Fantasma ain't going to last too long.
Yeah.
All right. And one more thing. So, this Final Testament and the Almighty Prophets rivalry takes another step. This time, we're not taking out Bobby Lashley. We're going to screw the Street Profits out of the ladder match for the tag team titles by how about we just take out B-Fab, which pretty much says
didn't they take out? Oh yeah, they did take out B-Fab. Did they take out B-Fab and Bobby Lashley though, and then Bobby Lashley was able to get it back together and get down there? I did what happened?
No, it was backstage. It was during the Profits match.
That's what I'm saying. Did they take out both of them? But then Bobby ended up in the ring anyway.
No, they never made it to the ring. Because Angelo
Bobby never made it to the ring.
Angelo Dawkins left the apron to try to walk back there, and before you knew it, I want to say
you're right.
Grayson Waller.
I was thinking
they
never got no help.
It was Theory. It was Theory. Got the pin.
Theory.
Yeah, and they just got beat down after the match by
AOP.
Yep. And then Theory and Grayson Waller, from all reports, are not going to be part of WrestleMania, by the way.
Yes.
What in the world happened?
I don't know, but apparently they're going to put in
pretty
the two guys, the two guys that wear half shirts.
The two guys that opened their mouth the week before and then end up in a tag match with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, like some
won it.
So Pretty Deadly, who's pretty horrible. Gotcha.
A study of the Almighty Street Profits.
Well, we said last week that they weren't going to get in because we knew where it was going.
Yeah, we knew where it was going, but I'm just saying if you're trying to make sense, you should have put the Street Profits in and then had them get beat down after the match.
Right. Or have them or have AOP cost them something in the match at WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yeah. But they should have been there.
But
not have them at WrestleMania. That's a joke.
Yeah.
They might add that match to the WrestleMania card. You know how WWE is.
And now I do not believe that because I was thinking they should have set that match up for the big payoff to be Damian Priest breaks off from Judgment Day, but I don't see that happening.
Actually, I do. If you remember on Friday night, Damian Priest said we got to look out for each other, but we also have to look out for ourselves. And who else can look out for themselves but the guy with the briefcase? Damian Priest, listen to me, Damian Priest. Listen to me. Come out after this match, beat somebody's ass with that briefcase, and get that championship from Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. That's all I have to say about that.
Man, I want that to be true, Drew. I mean, Tool. I really do. I don't see it happening, but I want that. I want that to happen.
I'm just going to say this: could something that has been said for months actually come to fruition by somebody? Just
look at you now.
Just throwing that out there, you know.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, I'll be reading them tea leaves. I'll be reading them.
You ain't the one that said it. I'm the one who said it.
I'm just saying, I'll be reading the tea leaves.
I've
been saying I want Damian Priest is going to win this.
I'm the one who said that title's changing twice in Philly.
Right, but I've been saying Damian Priest was going to cash in Philly for a minute.
Then you backed off on it. I think after the Rumble, I think you backed off on it.
You're such an embarrassment, son.
There's nothing else.
Also, let's let. I'm sorry, but before we go, I would like to mention that the Bray Wyatt documentary is on Peacock.
Yes, we will be talking about that Not next Monday because after our 5 shows this week, we won't be doing one Monday. But the next Monday we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to finish talking about the Roman Reigns biography. We're going to talk about parts of that on the night 2 pre-show. But we're also going to talk about that. Finish talking about the end of Bray Wyatt in 2 Mondays from now. Just so you know, we want to get that out there. And then WrestleMania will be done, so we'll have a little more free time.
Finish the doggone story. Don't bury 2 guys with the wrong result.
So we got a few minutes, and I know you guys won't be on with us. So I'm sure I speak for Playmaker when I say we'd love to hear you guys thoughts on who's going to win the matches.
Why see first?
Okay, so in the tag team, I think Roman Reigns and The Rock win, right? So then there'll be Samoan rules, right? The Rock betrays Roman Reigns. I'm telling you, he betrays Roman Reigns because he wants to be the tribal chief. And the final boss gets what he wants. So I think he betrays Roman Reigns, and we will see The Rock and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
Okay.
And Cody finishes his story.
So Rod says Bloodline night 1, Rose night 2.
Yes, it does.
And you did say earlier you was going with Mommy, right? So
of course.
What about Io and Bailey? Who you going with?
As much as I would love for Bailey and them cakes to take the championship.
Bailey cakes.
Yes, I love the Bailey cakes.
I do too.
You going Io, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm going Io.
And then Seth and Drew.
Seth and I'm feeling Senor Money. I'm feeling Senor Money in the Bank cashes in.
Thank you.
Seth goes over on Drew again. Wow. Okay.
Again.
I mean, he'd have done it like what?
4 or 5 different times now. Yeah.
No,
in the last
but
four
what he's saying is he's saying the Heist of the Century Part 2 happens and Seth is on the other side this time. That's what he just said.
And that would be amazing.
Senor Money in the Bank comes and cashes in.
But
All right, Cole, what about you, sir?
all right. Okay, so I think Bailey wins the WWE Championship since she hasn't worn it in 4 years. So I think it's her time to have it again. And they have done a porous job of Io and her run. Great talent, but it's like they had no clue as to what to do with her. So unfortunately, they got to get the title off her. Yeah, she has to be on her own, and they had to get the title off her. So Bailey gets the title, but her business with Io was not over. Becky Lynch is going to pay it forward tax. Rhea's the hottest thing going. Basically, the match is like Rhea's Hulk Hogan and Becky's Andre the Giant. He's there to make Rhea bigger. So Rhea's going to retain. Rhea should retain. Anything other than that is a crime and a farce. Unfortunately, I think Priest and Balor are still going to retain the tag team championships. I really would like for them to get them off them, but I think none of the teams that are in this quagmire matters. So I think they're going to have the titles. They're going to still keep it. Gunther's going to embarrass Sammy, and probably Chad will screw Sammy. So Gunther's still going to be the IC champ because it makes no sense for Sammy to have it. Let me see. Of course, chocolate pound cakes over Damage Control. Let's see what else. Okay, so night one. So the other matches really don't matter. So night one.
Cody?
Yeah, night one. Yes, Rock and Roman gets the dub. Rock pins Cody. Yeah, Rock pins Cody. Night 2, the story does finish, but Rock screws both of them. And SummerSlam is going to be Cody versus The Rock for the undisputed WWE Undisputed Championship. Because that beatdown that he received Monday, that's the match we want to see. We don't give a crap about Mr. Acknowledge Me. We don't give a crap about him anymore. Now we want to see Cody and The Rock. And since we ain't gonna see it at WrestleMania, we want to see it at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, that's why I say. That's why he screws Roman. Cody wins, and he gets his. Well, he might get a shot at Cody. Yeah,
that's saying. I think he's gonna screw both of them.
We gotta remember. After WrestleMania, we ain't gonna see Roman Reigns for like 2 to 3 months anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So whether he wins or not, he's gonna be out of there.
Yeah. We won't see him until SummerSlam or the month before SummerSlam, basically.
Yeah. All right, playmakers. So we will do our picks for night 1 on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same bat channel, same bat place. We'll be live in the building, making that thing happen. Any last words, my guy, before we roll up out of here? Oh, shout out to 502 Radio. Make sure if you're listening on there, you still hop over youtube.com/@realplaycallers. Check out your boys.
Nevertheless, nope. The Go Home Show for Raw is on and popping. We know the Rock is in the matter of fact, we know the entire bloodline's in the building. Up in Brooklyn, New York, we know Cody Rhodes is there. If those of you who've been found out, you know this week is gonna be on fire. So, gentlemen, all I gotta say is let's go ahead, let's get to Brooklyn for the Go Home Raw show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just want to make
Yes, sir.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Everybody tell 2 of your friends and 4 of your enemies to check us out. Just because they don't like you does not mean that they won't like us. And always, of course, it's never where you start. It's always where you finish. When you're up out of here, make sure Saturday at 4 p.m. come chill with your boys. Let's make this thing happen. It's going to be alive and in effect for you. We always in the building. And we out.